Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak Pro dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, the day of the blizzard in the Northeast. The nor'easter is upon us. It's coming. So I think a topic that's appropriate, we talked about it before, but I want to get more specific, is how to stay calm during the holiday season, but also how to stay calm during storms like this. Let's get started. Well, the holiday season and bad weather, winter is upon us. Soon, loved ones, family members, friends, and coworkers that used to get together in big parties are now going to share the holidays alone. It's going to be even more stressful than it used to be. In the old days, we would talk about how to interact with people, how not to feel let down if people weren't welcoming, how to deal with the strange feelings at a dinner table. Now we got to talk about how to deal with the strange feelings over Zoom, how to deal with the strange feelings on FaceTime. But brings up feelings of worry too, because when you have storms, when you have things going wrong at the same time that these things are happening along with pandemic, well, is there feeling of joy? I hope so. But there's feeling of worry, I'm sure, for many. You're not alone. So hopefully, some of these 4 methods will help us all stay calmer during storms we can't control, pandemics we can't control, frankly, and holiday seasons without our loved ones near us, which we can't control. Let's get started. We need to plan ahead. When I was in business, planning ahead was mandatory. But as a person, as a human being, as holidays begin to trickle in and you put them on your calendar, you still visualize them. You still see what's coming up. You know what? You still want to send gifts to people. You still want to call them on the phone. You still want to be there for them. So you see what's coming up visualized. Maybe you organize your weeks and days and prevent yourself from spreading yourself too thin. Even virtually, there's only a certain amount of time you're awake during a day. So maybe make a list, maybe create a plan of who you want to talk to, when you want to talk to them, what gifts you're going to get somebody and others, etc. Try to do it on paper, but if you can't, do it in your head, whatever's manageable for you. But don't wait until the last minute. Really, it's easier to fix the roof when the sun is shining. Remember that. So give yourself peace of mind by knowing that all of your boxes are checked off when you move into the holiday season or a storm is upon you. Also, try to draw boundaries. The large gatherings that used to happen were common. Typically, they were harmonious situations, but there's always that one family member. There's always a reason that you need to draw a boundary, even virtually, even via a phone. Boundaries, healthy boundaries, frankly, are for staying sane during times like this. So first, we want to communicate clearly. When we need a little bit of space, I'll call you tomorrow. Whatever you need to say. I'll email you tomorrow. Buy some time for yourself. Then, if something becomes overwhelming, take a deep breath, step back, and you know what? Sometimes it's only a couple of hours or the next day that you need before you can re-engage those people. Remember, it's different now. You're not on top of one another. You're not in a claustrophobic situation. Rather, you're in this all open, individualized situation. So during this situation, it's critical that we set realistic expectations. In the old days, notice I say the old days, we used to set expectations of how we're going to get along with the people at the table. Not the same way, but something's bound to go wrong this holiday season, even with the best planning. No matter how much you prepare, some accidents, things can happen. No event, virtual or otherwise, ever runs the way you picture it. What happens if the internet goes down? Be realistic and allow yourself the opportunity to enjoy the holidays. Try laughing it off if there's a problem. And ask yourself when these things happen, does it really matter? If it's not the perfectly made meal for you and your spouse, or you and your partner, or you and your best friend who are in the house alone, or you and your family, hey, you know what? It is what it is. If the house ain't spotless, if you haven't been able to clean it, you'd rather have time with your loved ones, you'd rather find them on the phone than clean the house, that's okay too. Be fair to yourself. Most important is don't forget about yourself. One thing the holidays do, whether it's in your house or virtual, is it emphasizes others. It emphasizes giving to others. It emphasizes prioritizing others. It emphasizes doing for others. For people like us, we need to emphasize and prioritize ourselves. You cannot lose sight of yourself. This season, things like this can be both emotionally and physically draining. So you need to take time to relax. Whether you're traveling or not, you don't have to say yes to everything people ask you to do. You don't have to. Make sure you drink a lot of liquids. Make sure you get your sleep. And make sure you put time in for yourself. And lastly, God forbid it gets to be too much for any one of us. Please, if you're overwhelmed, if you have a problem, and you don't think you can handle it, reach out. Reach out to your local provider. Reach out to your personal doctor. If it's an emergency situation, call 911. Don't wait. Take care of yourself first. Remember the famous stewardess flight attendant saying, in case of an accident, when the oxygen masks drop, put on yours before you put on the children's. Take care of yourselves during difficult times. This is the Real Senior Stoner. Thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe. Send me your comments. I love to hear all of them, and I respond to every one of them. Enjoy your day. Be safe out there if you're in the Northeast with the snow. And remember, take care of yourself. Let's take our dab of the day, everybody, and try to get past the storm and the stress. One step at a time. Cheers. And have a great day, everybody. Cheers.